Hello,
Hi,
we're the Rakes, and you're watching Sick Radical.
Take you back to 2004. Tell me a bit about that gig that you did, like underneath the Portugal. It's called the Portuguese Pavilion. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was. I think we flew in from somewhere else, like in Europe, and it's in the middle of a tour, so it's all a bit of a blur, really. So, I mean, yeah, I just remember, yeah, we were supporting Blasted Mechanism, which is pretty different to what we used to, and yeah, the crowd were lukewarm to us, but when they came on, it blew up. Yeah, that's what I remember.
We just saw them backstage, kind of putting these tinfoil hats on and stuff, and we weren't sure if they were a joke or not. Kind of, we just thought they were a joke, yeah. But then afterwards, people told us today that they're not. They're serious, right? Yeah. Are they serious? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So many people that I can't keep track. Am I the only one waiting for the tide?
Do you remember like the crowd and the reception you got?
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah. Really bad. Yeah.
Was it that bad? Because normally Portuguese people are known to be like really warmful and stuff. And hello.
I don't know. It's like obviously a lot of Blasted Mechanism fans came to the gig, which
Imagine, yeah, if you're playing Dublin in a massive stadium, and you're on and no one's heard of you, and after you is U2, and before you is like the Boomtown Rats or something, and then you come on and everyone's like, it's good music, never heard of them. But, you know, we did our best. We did our bloody best.
We did our best, yeah. Blasted Mechanism, are they like the Portuguese U2?
Not as well, because they're a bit alternative. But well, you can put them. No, there's another band that's really similar to the Rolling Stones. Shooting Pontapé.
Oh. But I'll tell you what, once I saw The Weasel, do you know The Weasel? It's actually really good. Yeah.
Playing Sunday here.
Are they? Yeah.
But going back to you, 10 new messages. Tell me a bit about the album.
Well, yeah, it's we wrote that album thinking about what's sort of happening a bit in the world. Not trying to sound too serious or pretentious or anything, but yeah, trying to write a bit what's going on in the world at the moment and what's happening in London, and but trying to write it in a sort of first-person tense, you know, but using these characters as well to tell sort of stories and just reflect on some bigger stuff that's happening in the world, but not in a sort of pompous, I've got something to say, here's my pedestal, but it's more like from a sort of, yeah, like telling a story but reflecting on the big stuff that's happening in the world at the moment. Yeah.
As they say in Portugal, obrigado! Here's one for you.
What about like the lyrics and the composition of the songs? Is it? I'm sorry to tell this. Are you labelled like the post-punk? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, we are. I'm not sure what that means anymore, really. I think, like, when you we were always like, first of all, we were like, oh, people said we were like punks, and we're like, really? That was never our intention. Or I'm sure most bands who get a label don't really, you know, it's like thrust on them rather than something they try and acquire. But yeah, so like post-punk, we're like, yeah, you know, there's some sort of.
Had like, because a lot of our rhythms are 4/4 and it's kind of quite dancey. People called us like dance punk and stuff like that.
I'm only
Rest the judge. You know?
I'm only saying like because if you Google like the Rakes, you just get like, loads of like, well, people named it post-punk, like Block Party, Libertines. Everything comes like in the same thing. Do you think you're related to them in any way?
I don't know, actually. It's kind of, I guess we were after punk so, to some degree. So.
Yeah. Well, I think out of any of them bands, maybe like Block Party to a degree, but not now. I think our albums, you know, we've done our own thing. So
we're all from the same city, you know. Block Party, the Libertines, the Rakes. We all came. The Libertines were just before us, and then Block Party were just before us, and then we did a lot of gigs together with Block Party. And
Klaxons as well, didn't you?
Yeah, Klaxons as well, friends of ours.
There's gonna happen like a festival in July right here. We're gonna have like the Klaxons, the Gossip, TV and the radio. And last year we had Franz Ferdinand, which you really know well. So that's why I'm just asking this.
Yeah.
What do you think of it, of the indie scene happening?
I think it's pretty exciting at the moment. I really like the Klaxons. I think they're doing something pretty exciting and new. Gossip are kind of like, I think they've got like one good song really.
Staying in the control and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know any other song by them. Yeah,
I don't even know the other ones.
It's a bit weird because they exist for 10 years now, and because today it's funny because today I was like looking to the videos I had in the Betacam, like in the channel, and there was a tape there. They're staying in the control, like whoa.
Oh right.
Like 10 years, like from years and years back.
Right.
You can imagine that. Taking you back to the gig tonight.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
You know, some dance moves, some sexy bass playing, someone singing, someone playing drums, and someone hitting guitar strings with a plectrum.
We're gonna go all out.
Yeah.
So when's your next gig and how's your tour going?
Yeah, our next gig after this one, next week. Yeah.
Is it you're gonna start your US tour? Is that it?
No, you just fly out. You fly out all the way to
the water.
fly 3,000 miles to a club in New York and do one gig supporting the Happy Mondays, and then fly all the way back again, and then have an afternoon off, and then we go to
London Hyde Park. We're doing a gig in Hyde Park with the Kaiser Chiefs and Editors.
Yeah.
And then we go to Leeds, do the same gig. And then we go to Italy, Milan. Then Rome. Then Munich.
Yeah. And then the other place in Germany.
Hamburg. No, is it Hamburg? Yeah.
Sure.
The other one. Something northern Germany.
Right.
Then Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Glastonbury, that's like big festival. It's going to be on the main stage?
Yes.
There's a Portuguese band playing Glastonbury. Buracos no Sistema. Have you ever heard of them?
No. We're not completely ignorant about other bands, but it's just a bit hard, to keep up with stuff, And if you're in England, then the only thing generally you hear is English music or American music, so it's not our fault that we're ignorant about foreign music. It's the radio's fault.
But I did tell you earlier, I like The Weasel. Yeah, the very good band. Yeah.